Okay, quick review. If you took a break, we found this formula, which is going to tell us the sum of the interior angles of any polygon. If we know it's a regular polygon, if we know that all sides and angles are congruent, then all we have to do is divide by the number of angles, which is equal to the number of sides, to find out what each of those regular polygon angles equals. So now we're going to apply that. So you're not going to have to memorize a whole lot of polygon names, but there are a few that you need to know. First of all, we need to figure out how many sides a decagon has. Dec, D-E-C, is a prefix that means 10. So a decagon has 10 sides. So to find the sum of the measures of the decagon's interior angles, we're going to use our formula. But instead of n, we're going to plug in the number of sides, which is 10. Decagon has 10 sides. We replace n with 10. 10 minus 2 multiplied by 180 gives us 1,440 degrees, so that we know for any decagon, if we add all of the angles measures together, we're going to get this number for a 10-sided polygon. If you skip down the page to number 3, that was exercise number 1. Now we're going to look at number 3. Number 3 says, what if that decagon is regular? If it's a regular decagon, what's the measure of each angle? Well, we know if it's a regular decagon, they're all going to be equal. So we take the total number, the sum of the interior, and we divide it by the number of angles. They're all going to be equal, so we divide this equally by 10, and that tells us that each angle in a regular decagon is going to measure 144 degrees. Okay, now we're going to pop back up to exercise number 2. Now we're talking about a 30gon. I do not expect you to know what a 30-sided polygon's name is. If you see something like this, it means it's a polygon with this number of sides. So to find the measure of the 30-sided polygon's interior angles, we're going to use our formula, but instead of n, we're going to plug in 30. And when we subtract 2 from 30 and multiply the result by 180, we get 5,040. That is the sum of all of the angles added together. If it's a regular 30-sided polygon, then we're going to take 5,040 and divide it by 30. Each of the angles is going to be equal, so we have to divide this equally by 30, which means that each angle will be 168 degrees. All right, for our very last one on this page, that is, we're not done with our notes yet. I want you to try this one on your own and then pause and then come back. So you're going to figure out what x is. You're going to solve for x. And the way that you're going to do that, here's your big hint, is first you're going to find the sum of the interior angles. To solve for x, you need to find the sum of the interior angles. All right, so go ahead and pause and try to answer this on your own. Here are your answer choices. So pause, try to solve it on your own, see what you get. Pause it and actually try it, come on. All right, I'm gonna assume that you paused and you came back. So the correct answer here is gonna be 20, and I will show you how I got that. First, I know that for any 5-sided polygon, this is a 5-sided polygon. It is not regular, obviously, but I know that the sum total of all of these angle measures is going to be 540 because of my formula. It's got 5 sides, 5 minus 2 times 180, 540. I also know that the sum will be all of these things added together. The sum is 540. I know that because of my formula. I also know that it's all of these things added together because common sense, right? This plus this plus this plus this plus this. That's all of the interior angles. So that's also the sum of the angles. And it simplifies to 26 plus 20. So if this is the sum of the angles and this is the sum of the angles, then I can set them equal to each other. 26 plus 20 equals 540. Subtract 20 from both sides, you get 26x equals 520. Divide both sides by 26, and you find out that x is 20. Okay? All right, last page. This is up at the top of your page. You don't have to write it down. It's already there. This is just reminding you what an exterior angle is. An exterior angle is when you extend one of the sides of the polygon, and then you've got your interior angle has a partner. And remember that those are supplementary. And this is telling you right here, it says that the sum of all exterior angles in any polygon, regular or irregular, the sum of all of these angles is 360. In a regular polygon, all the exterior angles are congruent. If all the interior angles are congruent, all the exterior angles are going to be congruent. And that is where that last column comes in. If you want to know the total, it's 360. The total of all of the exterior angles is 360, no matter what, forever the end. If you want to know what individual measures are for a regular polygon, you divide 360 by the number of angles, n. Okay? All right. So the sum of the measures of the exterior angles of a decagon, the sum is 360. Look right there. The sum total is 360. So for a 16-sided polygon, it's going to be 360. It's 360. And I bet you can't guess what it's going to be for a 36-sided polygon. Oh, you could guess? That's right, because it's 360. It's 360. Always, always and forever. It's always 360. The sum is always 360. The sum of the exterior angles is always 360 degrees. For any number of sides, it's 360. It's 360. Okay. The individual measures of a regular 12-sided polygon, we take 360 and we divide it by n, the number of sides. So 360 divided by 12 is 30. That's number 4. You should now have answered the first 4 questions on your 3rd page of notes. 5th question, the individual measures of a regular hexagon. Hexagon is 6-sided, so it's going to be 360 divided by 6, which is going to give you 60 degrees each. The individual measures of the exterior angles of a regular 20-sided polygon is going to be 360 divided by 20, which means each angle will be 18 degrees. Remember, these are the exterior angles, not the interior angles. Okay. So that takes us to number 7. This one is slightly more complicated, but not really. If we know that on a regular polygon, if one exterior angle is 15 degrees, the unspoken thing here is that all exterior angles are 15 degrees. It's a regular polygon, one exterior angle is 15, meaning that each exterior angle is 15 because they're all equal. So now we're trying to figure out if the exterior angle is 15 degrees, how many sides does it have? Well, we take our formula, and what we have is our answer, and we're trying to solve for n. Crap, sorry. I'm gonna have to do one more video for this one. Sorry about that.